Robinson. They call me Jay.
This is Michael Jeffrey. They call me Mike Jeff.
This is Logan Barnes, and they call me Pounds.
This is Vince Smith, and they call me Vinny.
And this is The Last Dab.
Welcome back to the Last Dab podcast. We are back on a Saturday today because it's Easter tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
I think a lot of us are going to have a good time with the kids going around, picking up eggs. I'm kind of curious, where the fuck did the egg
Are you guys all
What's up?
Are you guys all fathers? Are you a father, Brian?
No.
No. Okay.
No,
I know, I had to double check.
Neither am I.
no, my girlfriend's got a kid though.
So you're going to be
Okay.
in the studio. We got Brian Hale with us.
What's up?
Yeah, Brian.
What up, Brian?
This is the first
What up,
one
mate?
first one with Brian because he was here last week's episode, but we didn't, it wasn't like a specific episode for the bride dog.
What we got today?
Let's go right into it because it's a rich topic. You know what I mean? Like dark chocolate. Did that rhyme? That was pretty good. So we're going, and I'm surprised we haven't talked about it yet. World War II and how just significant World War II was, bro.
Huge event in world history.
I mean, it's like
A turning point in world history, really.
Could we say it's like top 5, like just ever, of like events in the world?
Yeah.
Not even just war. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Not even
it was-
just
it was
war.
It might be like
Global conflict.
top second.
Yeah.
It was the second, right?
When else
In order,
history,
is that second on the list?
When else in history has there been a global conflict where multiple nations were at war at that
Crazy,
scale?
dude.
Right.
That's like the epitome of war, I think.
Right. Like back
Yeah.
then, before like huge like communication and stuff, the ability to communicate all the way across the world, like the wars were pretty regional. They were all kind of confined into
Being able to mobilize a unit and then be able to move that many troops to different places. I mean, you really couldn't back then until that point. Planes.
So planes, yeah. That's kind of I got some questions. I got a good little list. So I think the first thing we got to do is I think we've all heard of Axis and Allied powers. So what exactly is that, Brian? You want to help us out?
Axis and Allied powers. It's just like, so the Allied would be the Americans and Canadians, Australians, Britons,
Yeah.
the British.
French.
How many
French.
total? Do we know how many
I
total?
think there was 8 major,
right.
and
Like
the Allied.
some of the smaller nations probably didn't even really. I mean, what were they supposed to give to help? You know what I mean? Maybe some manpower. So we always like think of the Axis and Allied powers. Where did they even come up with that name? What does Axis mean?
I have no idea.
I wonder if they called themselves that or not.
Right. Yeah. Where did
Or if we called them that.
I feel like it would be us. What's up, Jay?
That's what's like interesting about I don't know. It's just how the information how information was spread at that time as well. Like I know we brought up in the past. I think you mentioned it, Vince? Like the victor.
The victor
the
writes
victor-
history.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever. I mean, you think about it like, I mean, for example, the Catholic Church getting rid of all kinds of books back then that didn't delve into what they were trying to teach people.
And bro, a huge part of that World War II, and it's kind of like what we were watching earlier, Brian. Me and you were kind of watching some History Channel stuff. The religious part of it played a huge role into like the Nazis and what they were trying to do. And they, like, what we were watching was a lot about kind of the Catholic and Christianity religion, all of those artifacts and like,
Oh yeah,
what one of them was the
And-
Holy
and you-
Grail.
yeah.
What's up, Jay?
That I mean, and I think, I mean, if you're talking about like if there, with the religion part of it too, for everybody, like on a global scale to all, I don't know if it was, just specifically that. I mean, there's war, there's different things in different regions for everybody and what they're going through, but it's just for everyone at this time to be involved with this, I it's just kind of phenomenal. Like it's a crazy event.
Hitler was like obsessed with getting those artifacts and those items because they believed it like held power.
Yeah.
Significant power.
Exactly. Not just like literal number of men and machinery and bombs, but like probably, I mean, spiritual. I mean, I don't think they second guessed the fact of religion and what it actually meant.
This guy at work just gave me a movie. I'll have to look what it's called, but it's a movie about the higher up German Nazi officials getting into a room and for weeks at a time coming up with a plan of how to eliminate the Jews, like how they came up with a plan to create the Holocaust, pretty much.
Crazy, dude.
Like it was like a group of all the leaders of Germany sitting together debating on how the best way to go about this was. At first, they started. I'm sorry, I'm gonna delve into this.
No,
I guess.
do it. That's a whole part
Do
of
it.
it.
But it just can't. Yeah, it just happened this week. The guy gave me the movie, so I need to watch it. But he was telling me all about it. So at first, they're going into trying to have the soldiers just shoot them, like firing squads, I guess.
Yeah.
But that demoralized the soldiers to have to do that to people. So that's what came up with the idea for the gas chambers.
Wow. So just think about a bunch of fucking leaders, quote unquote, because I mean, I don't even
That's
like
what they're people. You're debating.
how to wipe out a race.
Yeah, it's so I
Where
can't even
does
wrap
your-
my mind
yeah,
around this.
Bro,
Where
like
does your
little
morality-
And they're
kids.
talking about it like it's. He's
That's
saying
awful.
they're talking about it like it's like getting rid of a wolf pack, I guess.
Or
and,
some
I don't
rats,
know.
some
Yeah, you
fucking
know what I mean?
rodents.
Like
Yeah.
they're getting rid of something that's like a vermin, I guess. Yeah, like exactly. It's
My
crazy
thing-
to even think about.
My thing is like put these people's families in the situation that they put those people in. Like,
Yeah.
how would they feel?
But they don't think of them as even people. That's where
it's like animals almost.
Literally, yeah. Like, how can we even talk about comparing when we know that you're nothing to us? You're not even on the same level.
Right.
That morality just it must go away. Like try
So-
to be so empathetic with someone, but like that's just past the point.
Right.
What do you say, Jay?
I thought it was interesting that, so I mean, it would be laws, or they would have laws to go ahead and hunt a certain race, right? Like
Yeah.
they had the actual laws where it was okay to do that.
Yep.
Yep.
It started.
I just find
with
it crazy
certain
that like
people and
something
then-
could
No, keep going. Sorry.
something can be a law, and just because it's a law, like that doesn't mean that it's right necessarily. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's just crazy that people were on the same mindset, but it goes more into it. You know what I mean?
Somehow it's justified.
Huh?
Somehow it's justified.
Like from their view. Yeah, from their view.
because it's involved with government and,
Right.
and the law of their
It's
land.
for the good of the people.
Right.
That's what they believe. It's for the good of their people.
Sounds like I don't know us.
Man, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Brian, could you like off the top of your head some like significant people from World War II, both sides?
Churchill, that MacArthur.
Yep.
Who's that?
Arthur.
General MacArthur. He led the Pacific, I believe. right?
Okay.
Yeah.
What about? So Churchill was the president at the time.
Churchill was the prime minister of Britain.
Okay. Okay. Who was the president?
FDR,
FDR.
I believe. But wasn't there another?
I feel like it switched.
He died at the right before we dropped the nukes, so Truman had to
Truman,
decide to drop the
yeah.
nukes
Damn.
or not. And
That'd
he
be
did.
weird.
It was either sacrifice 1 million Americans, which was what would it cost us to invade the mainland Japan, or do what we did.
Just fucking
Wow.
blow it up.
I mean, you think of they slide a piece of paper to you, 2 pieces of paper. You do this or do this, And this is what the American people are gonna think of you for the rest of history, and this is
Yeah.
what the American people are gonna think of you for the rest of history if you do this.
I mean, bro, take it back to the German higher ups sitting in a room and deciding how to exterminate a race.
Yeah.
I mean, change the topic a little bit.
I get you're
You know
coming
what I'm
back.
saying?
You're coming
Like,
back, yeah.
that's kind of what
Yeah.
he had to do. What are
They're-
you thinking about this Japanese, the Japanese civilians? Civilians.
They're
I'm not just
trying-
talking about soldiers.
The Japanese whole thing was to the death. So no matter what, we were trying. This sounds awful. We were trying to send a message to say, hey, if you do not stop, we'll keep dropping these motherfuckers, man.
Right. There will be no.
It sounds
end.
awful, but that's to think of how you have to end a human conflict like that. That's the worst way possible.
That's like
You're not even destroying the village to be able to pillage it. Like I was listening to this Rogan Duncan, they were talking about you're not even pillaging the village like you used to back then, like
Right.
taking all their goods.
Yeah.
You're
Just
literally
straight destruction.
destroying
Everything.
Conquering.
Yeah.
You're not just going after the
For
people.
years, that
supplies,
land is
everything.
fucked. It's crazy to think about.
That's absolutely insane.
what about some like significant places? Like, you know what I mean? Like what I always think of like Stalingrad. What and I can't even like completely put my mind of where it's at right now.
D-Day, the beaches in Normandy.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Iwo Jima,
That
big
one's
one.
insane.
Okinawa.
Those are both obviously Japanese.
Yeah, we're island hopping at that point. Big,
Yeah.
big major milestones in the Pacific.
A lot of people don't realize that we also fought in like North Africa and stuff like that.
And the
so
sand
what's-
and shit. That's
What's
crazy.
what's some of those, bro? What
I
and
don't
what
know.
exactly was it for?
To be honest,
The Germans went down there for some reason to like say, hey, we have like and you gotta think of the Germans were fighting with the Italians too.
Yeah.
So they're Mussolini's part of that, and they're like, fuck it, we're gonna take North Africa. And then if you ever played Call of Duty like 2,
we had to bring in Call of
Call of
Duty.
Duty 2 back in the day, you'd play in the sands in North Africa.
Oh yeah.
I feel like, Hitler and the Nazis, like, they believe that there was a lot more to just like, killing a bunch of people and owning their land. Like there was stuff that they were after.
You ever seen the show where it's like, what if we lost World War II and it's like America, like
I've seen that
the
show.
Eastern
Yes.
Coast is like Nazis, the West Coast is like Japanese, and it's
Yeah,
fucking
I've
it's
seen
crazy.
that.
Man.
there's the TV show. It's called High Castle or
That's-
something like
That's
that.
what I think it's the same thing. I
Yeah.
think that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. I've never watched it, but I know that's what it's about.
Yeah, it's
Is it
pretty.
good?
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Right on. I'll have to check it out.
We were just watching that.
Which one's that? What?
It's called High Castle. It's I think
that's what it's
I think it's
called.
about what if the Japanese and Germans won World War II
Yeah.
and they took over America pretty much.
It's like, would we be able to do this?
This is awful too that not a lot of people think about. We learned in history, but it's not brought up a lot. The Japanese internment camps. So you imprisoned your own citizens,
Yeah.
just thinking that they were. I'm not sure.
Jared, can you hear us? Oh, it was something he was doing. You scared us
There
a
you
little
go.
bit, bro.
No, yeah, I had to put it down for a second. My fault.
So what were you talking about, Vince? Internment
the
camps?
Japanese internment camps. When the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, we built a bunch of camps, and I think it's on the West Coast, and
Yeah.
imprisoned a bunch of our own citizens that were like Japanese citizens, thinking that they were gonna.
imprisoned
government-
Americans that were living in Japanese that are now Japanese
Yep,
citizens.
Yep.
Wow.
Because we thought
Yeah.
maybe they were like going to be like
Yeah.
traitors.
Yep.
What
Fucked
the
up,
fuck,
man.
dude?
Crazy, ain't it? People don't think about it a lot, but that's
But-
crazy shit. Like, think about what if that happened in today's society. That would be, they'd be fucking I don't use Twitter, but there'd be fucking people all over the place. You know what I mean? It'd
Be
it
tweeting
it
for
would be-
days.
people would be fucking pissed. I don't know. But back then, it's like, all right, let's do it. I don't know. It's crazy, though. I think that we have evolved our way of thinking a lot
Yeah.
since back then, even. Like, have you guys ever seen the show Band of Brothers?
Heard of it.
It's very.
Watched little bits of it.
You should watch it for sure, man. Just sit down and watch it. It'll take probably 2 days. It's 10 episodes, but It's the guy who Steven Spielberg directed Saving Private Ryan. So it's the same style of that movie. If you like that movie, it's like 10 hours of that pretty much. It follows a real story though. So you've seen the beaches of Normandy, the landings on that. That was one assault. That's one phase of the assault. The other phase happened hours even before we hit the beaches. We dropped a bunch of paratroopers behind enemy lines. Enemy lines, and
Like
they were supposed to
undercover
take.
shit?
Yeah, they were just dropping, and that's what it follows in Band of Brothers. It follows this real group of the 81st. I think it's the 81st Airborne, 82nd Airborne.
Yeah.
That they're dropping out of these fucking planes, and the Germans are shooting them up in the sky. I'll play a scene.
Bro,
of
the
it.
planes are cool as fuck. We were talking about that
Keep
earlier.
talking. I'll play a scene.
You know what I mean? How the planes were all like propeller, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's like, think about
They had
shit we
prototypes though. They had prototypes for jet engines. The Nazis did, I believe.
There was so many undercover shit going on. Like, you thought it was like the leading technology, and it was, but they were like getting far out advanced.
Just think about how much shit like they knew that we didn't,
That's what
and
I
we
was about
still
to
don't know.
say.
You know what I'm saying? Like behind the scenes shit. Like they're not gonna link everything or tell everything to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of it, you can definitely bring in the fucking extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
Like after World War II, we started like that stuff just started shooting up out of nowhere.
After we dropped the nukes.
Yeah,
Bro, Hitler was on some shit.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like he had.
It said,
Roswell happened.
Hitler was the first person to send messages to outer space. So
Oh shit! Was he
Like,
really?
I did not know that.
Break that down, Jared. Do you know where did you hear that?
I mean, you might like look it up, but that's pretty much the extent of what I knew about it.
It's just a little fun fact.
Just a little Snapple fact for you. That's fucking
Bro,
crazy.
just got random shit in there.
Yeah. But Ryan, you just said Roswell, right?
They were
I think that's what it's called, Roswell.
That was
New
the
Me- it
first-
Roswell, New Mexico.
Oh, dude, that
That was like the first
1947.
documented.
1947.
Yeah.
They covered that shit up
47.
real quick.
Yeah.
Hey,
Said
but
it was
actually-
said it was an accident with one of their planes,
But-
bro. That was a UFO.
As soon, after it happened, they actually like published or whatnot on their news through the Air Force that it happened, and then they hurried up and
Removed
retracted it. Yeah.
Like switched up the whole story.
Imagine being one of the people that saw
This
it.
is the landing at night. Sorry.
This is the Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
So they're going undercover behind enemy lines
night.
before the invasion.
Yeah.
For obviously that reason, I'm guessing. You know what I mean? Having some intel. Holy shit, bro. That's a lot
That's
of
a lot.
planes. I mean, they didn't have like the location devices we have now, bro.
No, they get dropped and they're
could
trying
you
to find their own
imagine?
people, man. They get dropped and they're not going. They don't know where they're going.
Exactly.
It just landed randomly.
Jared, I could not imagine, bro. Like,
Watch this. Just wait. It gets crazy, man.
Like we might die.
yeah.
Think about all that, just
Oh, just watch. It gets insane.
the darkness, bro. My goodness.
Off into a
Everybody watch Band of Brothers.
fucking good, man. It's a
What's
real.
it on again? My fault?
HBO. It's a
What's
real.
that?
It's a real story. It follows all these guys. It's like real life. Like this shit actually happened. Like that guy that jumped was Captain Winters. He's a fucking badass. He becomes like a leader. Like he starts out as like a lower ranked, and you see him turn into like a leader and leading men. Like you think about how much it takes to lead men through that shit.
To their
crazy,
death.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you're
basically.
like losing
Where
people.
where did you say I could find it though?
HBO Max or HBO?
Dude,
It's
they
a
got-
HBO Max.
decent.
Okay.
yep.
Brian, I wanted you to explain what we were talking about earlier. Hopefully I'm saying this the right way. The Yamashadi.
Oh no, Yamashita. I'm pretty sure that's it. The
Yamashita.
I've
Yamashita
never
is
heard
gold.
of it.
All right, break it down for
okay.
us.
So, which this is like super. You can look it up. It's super common. This Japanese general, at the end of World War II, they were the Americans had blocked off all the routes back to Japan, so no one could get back. And this general buried a bunch of gold and all kinds of stuff in the Philippines, I think.
Okay. Yokoshima.
Yeah, he was
Gotta go try to find it.
he was a general. So did he die?
Oh yeah, he was executed at the end of the war for war crimes.
Damn. I wonder if he so it's still not found?
Like I was telling you, I think they found in the 1970s, this guy in the Philippines found a gold Buddha statue.
Oh shit.
And a bunch of gold bars, and I believe the gold Buddha statue was filled with diamonds.
So that sounds like maybe that's something Mr. Yamashita
Oh,
would fucking
Yamashiti's gold. Here it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
You found it?
Alleged war loot stolen in Southeast Asia by Imperial Japanese forces in World War II, supposedly hidden in caves, tunnels, or underground complexes in different cities in the Philippines. It was named after the Japanese general Tomoyuki Yamashita, dubbed the Tiger of Malaya, who conquered Malaya within 70 days from the British.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I've heard of him.
Okay, well, if you got accolades like that, like what would you do if you found a whole bunch of diamonds? Like, does this belong to anybody? You know what I mean? Like, no, these are mine. He said, what's he say on Lord of the Rings? He's looking at that. After all, why shouldn't I?
Yeah. It's the ultimate meme now. It's the ultimate meme. That's funny.
Have you guys? I'm gonna take it down a dark path. If you have you guys ever heard of the
God.
Nanjing
If I were.
Massacre?
Say it again.
Nanjing Massacre. I'm trying to get it to load, but there's a word for it. It was called the Rape of Nanjing. It was a mass murder of Chinese civilians in Nanjing, the capital of the Republic of China, immediately after the Battle of Nanjing. So prior to what we think of as World War II, World War II really started probably in the early 1930s between Japan. Japan starts conquering all these Asian countries and starts to conquer China. This is in 1937. Beginning December 13th, 1937, the massacre lasted for 6 weeks. The perpetrators also committed other atrocities such as mass rape, looting, and arson. The massacre was one of the worst atrocities committed during the World War II. Death toll estimates vary between 40,000 to over 300,000, with rape cases ranging from 20,000 to over 80,000. However, the most sophisticated and credible scholars in Japan, which included a large number of authoritative academics, support the validity of at least an estimate of at least 200,000 casualties and at least 20,000 rapes. So that's what they're confessing to, I guess. That's what they're...
So Japan was just going around taking over these places.
You think of... No, you guys think you know racism. You don't know racism until you know the racism between Asian cultures.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They hate each other.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that from...
I don't know, Vince. I think I know a little bit about racism.
I know.
No, I'm just
saying,
kidding.
I didn't mean it like that, man. I didn't mean it like that, but I'm saying no, it's a fucking over there. They treat each other.
Look, here's
so,
another joke. Sometimes I thought Vince was a little
Yeah,
Asian.
I get that
I
a
know
lot,
Vince was a little Asian.
I know Asian. Vince is like, I know
I know
Asian.
this shit.
Obviously, I work in a Japanese company too. So
He's about to break the fucking secrets for us.
no, it's just great. It's I hear about little shit like that. You know what I mean? Like stuff we don't think about because we think we only live in America and we know our atrocities. We don't think of all the other bad shit around the world. I didn't mean it like that, Jared. But
No, I know. I hear you.
I'm trying to bring awareness because people don't really think about that. Like Koreans hate.
What's
Chinese
racist is thinking that it's all
and that's
blood,
the whole thing.
blood
That's
race.
that's the whole thing about the Jews, though. Like you're literally being hated for and punished, and they're not even, like you said in the other ones, like in the other case you were saying that they're not even like pillaging these countries, like they're just destroying. With the Jews, like they're not just killing them, like they're literally imprisoning them and giving them a life in punishment
And
you
making
know
them
what
suffer.
I mean?
Like nothing but suffering.
Yeah, for no gain.
Right.
Well, their gain.
How could that's so much, there's so much hatred.
Dude.
How is that legal? How is that something that was something that they could pull off? And it's crazy that it was just a big storm. It was like the perfect storm, right? How Hitler gained control and got momentum.
Like that shit was brewing too.
That region.
It was brewing.
We were watching something where it was talking about, because it's the, Hitler side, basically the Aryan race, where they sent some like biologists and a bunch of other people to what was it, Tibet? I think it was Tibet, where they thought that, you know what I mean, the Aryan race had been there, and they did find like a statue that had what looks like a swastika on it, but in reality, I think it was. I'm trying to remember now. It was someone. It was a different, nationality, and their swastika, which is, I mean, that's just the word we used it's the other way around, and it means peace.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Like
Like
love,
love
what it
and-
originally was.
what it actually is,
like happiness
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Can I bring in the Auschwitz
Absolutely
concentration
not.
camp?
Absolutely not.
I'm just trying to throw out stats and shit.
It's huge. It's
We
so
went to that.
fucking-
We went to that camp in 8th grade.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah. And that lady that was in the Holocaust, she had a twin sister, and her sister had passed away, bro. She still
yeah.
had her numbers on her.
Where?
Shit.
When was
And,
this?
in Anderson, not Anderson, Terre Haute.
When?
Remember like a few years after that, somebody burned it down, bro.
What the?
Burnt her.
Oh my
museum
gosh!
down. Yeah,
Wait,
dude.
all
Where
right,
was I?
back up.
You were
8th grade,
I moved?
we were all
think so.
there.
Okay.
I don't think you were. I don't think you were around.
Oh, Vince,
Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
you came in sophomore year, right?
Well, I
The
moved in the
summer
middle of
before?
8th grade.
Yeah. So it had to have been around the time you had moved.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I went,
dude,
I went to
Okay,
Washington D.C.
tell me,
'cause that
was
in the
this
fall.
before the DC and St. Louis
No,
trip?
I
It
didn't
was
go to the
probably-
St. Louis. That was at the end of the year. I went to the D.C. That was in fall. So
It may not have been 8th grade. It might have been freshman year, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't there then either.
It had to have been something around there.
So this was like a museum.
Yeah, it was
Sounds
in Terre
interesting.
Haute.
See, I've
Dude,
never
it was-
seen anybody's
it
numbers
was
in person.
It was crazy.
Yeah. You felt it,
She was.
couldn't
Dude,
you?
I think
she
I
was
do.
dogging the girls like
Maybe
what they
you're
were
right,
dressing up
yeah.
and like our age.
Holy
She was
shit.
like. She was like, in my day, she said that would not be acceptable.
Damn.
Like, bro, dogging.
Titties and ass hanging
Straight
out.
up.
Let's be honest. I mean,
Yoga pants. Yoga pants
dude.
changed the game.
oh, they came in hot. They're like, what the fuck is that? Brian,
But
I wanted another story we were talking about earlier. The Desmond Dolson story.
Oh, the Desmond Dawson. You've watched Hacksaw Ridge, haven't you?
No, I need to. Andrew
Dude.
Garfield, good.
It's so
Is
good.
it his true story?
I didn't
Yeah,
know
true
Andrew
story.
Garfield was in it.
Yeah, he's the main. He's main character.
I've heard of it.
So what's the
name sounds
story?
familiar.
What's like what?
So
what
he's
is
a
it?
conscientious. I can't say it. Conscientious. I can't say it
I
right.
don't know what it
Conscientious.
is.
Conscientious.
Conscientious.
Yes.
I can't say
Ejector.
it
So
right.
he didn't want to carry a gun, and most of them they usually.
Oh, he didn't carry a gun.
No.
Okay, I didn't know.
In the
That's
war?
interesting too. He's a medic, right?
Yeah, medic.
He's trying to save people.
Yeah.
He didn't want to. He didn't want to carry a gun. That's
No.
cool. That's another thing we can talk about. Your mindset of if you kill medics or not. Like,
That's fucked
Yeah.
up.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, they a lot of them are trained to not wear like the cross
Yeah.
the cross symbols and take all those patches off because people would
Take
especially
them
the,
out.
the Japanese are especially
yeah,
notorious for that.
they're.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they fight dirty.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just
damn it,
saying it, man. They
Vince.
do. They do. And fucking Call of Duty, you playing
Yeah.
World
They
at
do.
War. They're in the
truth.
fucking trees and
Bro,
shit, man.
they're-
It's
they're
crazy.
chilling.
They fucking jump up.
They're chilling.
That's how they fight like the fucking Vietnamese. Sorry, they do, man. It's fucking history.
So what did Desmond? What is it? I don't even.
So they I think it was in Okinawa, the battle was, and so there was this cliff face that they had to climb up to get to the battlefield.
What's it called?
The movie's called Hacksaw Ridge.
But Desmond Dolson.
Desmond Dawson.
Dawson.
I know what you're
I
talking
put a
about
L.
now. Okay.
I put an L there. I must not.
But-
Yeah,
He said Dolson.
He died in 2006,
Yeah.
87.
But he saved 75 plus people in one night
Wow.
because he was the last person up on this ridge. Everybody else had retreated down, and he was lowering. He lowered 75 plus people by rope individually all night long
Down a cliff, you said.
down a cliff.
Wow.
Hundreds of feet.
How do you do
And with
that?
the medic, you don't have a whole lot of you know,
So the word
offense on. You don't have any
Conscientious-
much weapons on you, do you?
conscientious objective status means that he declined to bear arms because of
Yeah.
his religious principles.
So he didn't even have a weapon
No.
Jared.
At all.
Chose
No
not
weapons.
to.
He chose God.
Ooh, God
think
has
of-
his weapon.
Think of how much faster you can move without a rifle, though.
Oh yeah.
True.
I'd at least have a.
Well, he ended up
pistol,
getting
man.
he ended up getting injured at the end of the war. He got injured by he kicked a grenade. Tried to kick a grenade, and it was a failed attempt at kicking it, and it blew up and messed his stuff up.
How do you fail to kick something? I'm sorry.
I'm picking that thing up and chucking.
Well, I mean, it's a grenade. He probably it might have blown up on impact or like whenever he kicked
earned
it. Or
he earned the
maybe,
Medal of
like,
Honor for his actions in Okinawa.
Damn.
That's the highest procedure you can get in the
That's
military.
respectable.
He spent 5
Bro,
years in the
think about
hospital
being
for
in that.
What is that?
Think about being in that position. You know what I mean? Where your main goal is like to help. Like, dude, that's a lot of hurting people. And
Do you think that?
I don't know. That's just.
I mean, that would be so freeing, though. I feel like to just know that you're okay. I'm just gonna go save this guy, and if I die, then at least I'm trying to save him.
Right.
I mean, I guess that is a
Die with it. That's an honorable death.
Hell
Yeah, you're going out good.
It's brave. All of that is brave.
That's a warrior's
man.
death right there. Not even like a warrior's, but like, yeah, even above that. I don't even know what you would call
We
it.
gotta come up with the word. We gotta come up with the word, bro.
For real though, man, that's
We
crazy.
gotta come up with a fucking word for that.
Heroic.
Yeah, heroic.
Yeah.
A heroic death.
It is. It's a
Or a
very heroic
hero's
thing
death.
to do.
Literally.
Fucking Spider-Man shit.
They both come up. They're like, "You understand?" I'm like, holy shit.
Well, like, hey, these are my friends.
Yeah.
Fucking smoking the peace pipe.
Oh, see, he knows how a hero does it.
Hey, you want to smoke on a pancake? Smoking a pancake?
We pulled up that video before, but that guy shotgunning the shotgun, still a badass video in Vietnam.
Oh yeah. That's dope
That's
as
where,
fuck.
that's where shotgunning came from.
Hell yeah.
That's like
Shot or get the shell out.
Could you imagine being drafted?
Yeah, I was about to say this guy was drafted in 1942.
I mean, yeah, just
talking about.
imagine.
Oh
that.
wow.
Yeah.
Bro, they had no choice.
Would you feel like
You're
you want to take over?
We think of this. Think of the getting drafted in World War II versus getting drafted in Vietnam. You're going to World
I
War
think
II.
I'd
You're
rather
fighting for
World War II.
You're fighting for. You feel like you're fighting for something. Vietnam, a lot of people felt like they were fighting for bullshit.
Yeah.
You're not fighting.
well,
for
they were
America.
coming back and people were calling them baby killers
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all
that too.
kinds of stuff.
I mean, you just look at when we won World War II. Everyone came back and they were
Heroes.
fucking
They were praised.
happy,
Heroes.
man.
He said they were happy.
Fucking partying. Fucking, they're all
Getting fucked up.
Vietnam.
Have you guys seen Full
Vietnam.
Metal Jacket?
I think I've seen bits
Remember
and
we were
pieces.
just talking. What's that thing you were saying earlier? This is my gun. Remember?
This is my rifle.
This is
There's
my
many
rifle.
like it.
Yeah.
There is.
Was
Yeah.
it Jarhead?
That's where that
Yes,
comes from.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, hold on. Bro, that movie is crazy. Like, you guys need to see that shit. Like, where you hear, hey, what is your major malfunction?
Yeah.
Talking about Private Pile, bro. That shit, that movie is intense. And when you watch that, like, you'll watch the first half of that movie, and it's like them at boot camp and learning about being there. And then in the second half of it, then it's like them actually like in the war, and it's like, you know what I mean? And it's just it's a crazy trip, but it just shows how much like that shit impacts, like, because you know, like in the military, like they literally break you down, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and
That's what,
rebuild you.
that
you
Band
know
of
what I
Brothers,
mean?
the first
for some
couple
people that's
episodes.
too much.
That Band of Brothers, the first couple episodes are them going or preparing for to jump out of those fucking planes. Pretty much, they're like running up like hills and shit like that.
What does that have to do with that? Jumping out of a plane?
Like, I mean,
where you're landing and
yeah,
shit,
yeah, yeah.
having
They're
to,
getting
like,
ready for it. I
navigate.
guess. Yeah.
Bro, what are some good World War II, like, we've already named
I was
a couple.
about to say,
so-
I have a couple movies I want to name.
good movies,
Fury,
good TV shows.
Bro.
Fury's so good.
That's
Great
got,
movie.
what's his
Brad
face in it?
Pitt,
Oh, it's good.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Who's the Punisher?
That one is good. I
Oh
like that.
yeah. I don't
damn
know
it.
his name.
Punisher, what's his name? Fucking
he's
John
also in The
Bernthal.
John
Walking-
Bernthal, yeah.
He's in the Wolf of Wall Street too.
He's in The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, yeah. Great actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's
have
also
you guys,
in Saints of what is it? Saints of New York.
Yep.
I've heard of that.
He's in a lot.
Sopranos. Have you guys seen?
but-
No, go Jared. Go. You go.
Another World War II one would be Inglorious Bastards.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
This might be my masterpiece.
Saving Private Ryan is probably
That's
There we
number
go.
one.
Number
That's
one.
Saving Private Brian. Yeah, sometimes it just comes.
Have you guys seen? This is also a true story and a book. It's a
Okay.
movie. It's called Wind Talkers. It has Nicolas
yeah,
Cage
it's about
in
the
it.
Navajo.
Yeah. Do you know about this story?
You better break it. You all right?
No, I've never heard that.
Okay. Well,
Break it down.
So, and when we were island hopping, we had a hard time. So you think about communications so I'm sending a message. If the enemy can decipher it, they know what I'm gonna do next and how I'm communicating with my other troops. So we're trying to come up with different codes so they can't break them. They keep breaking them. They keep breaking them. Well, we figure out that we have this
Unique.
this unique civilian population of Navajo. I guess I don't even think it's
Navajo.
called Navajo. Okay.
Oh, here in the U.S. we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
like
So we're at this point in the U.S. We're like trying to domesticate them, make them become. We're like that. We don't want them to speak their language. We don't want them to dress like them.
Okay.
And then we figure out that they can speak this language that no one else can.
And
And
it's
so-
like almost impossible
Yeah, you take it.
to decipher. No, you got it.
No, you can. I want you to talk, man.
Okay.
But yeah, you go.
I mean, you've kind of already.
What I guess how they use them. I guess they fucking like in the movie they like. They come up with this radio team. This radio like. I don't know if it's even Morse code, I guess. They use Morse code and radio signals to each other. They have to have teams of these people so
Yeah.
they can communicate to each other. And Nicolas Cage, he's in that movie, right?
I think
He's
so.
the sergeant, I guess. And he's like trying to he doesn't think that I'm pretty sure he doesn't think that they're like, we don't need these fuckers and everything like that. Like,
Oh, you got to change it.
and then throughout the movie, he's like, man, they're really like doing some shit. There's a bunch of skepticism throughout the military when they're like trying to implement this and everything.
Right.
But really, it changed the path of war. Like we definitely was helped us win the war for sure.
That's crazy.
An unbreakable code, man.
It's wild.
So wait, it was broke because we knew it, right?
Well,
By we, I mean the military.
the Japanese had no, like I think the codes back then, even I'll have to bring this up. I'm pretty sure it's called the Enigma Code or something like that. That we broke.
Oh,
We
yeah.
broke the Germans' code, right?
Have you ever seen that movie?
Uh-uh.
Oh man, it's
This
called.
is bringing me back shit. This work, man.
What is it?
It's called. I forget what it's
Let's look
called,
up
but
the
it's
Enigma
about this
Code.
guy, this British guy, and back then, like they prosecuted gay people and all this stuff. Well, he was gay, and he ended up getting prosecuted and killed. Right after he was built this machine, it was to decipher the Enigma Code.
Is it Alan
shit.
Turing?
Possibly. I don't remember his name.
Brilliant mathematician born in London, 1912.
So he had a machine that was able to decipher like the
Yeah.
Germans' code of how they were communicating.
Yeah.
Damn.
The German U-boats were inflicting heavy losses on Allied shipping, and we needed to understand the signals that were crucial. With the help of captured Enigma material and Turing's work, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy, developing a technique he called Bambarismus. The naval Enigma messages were able to be read from 1941. Yeah, the U-boats used to fuck our shit up. Like we couldn't even get. It was before we were in the war. We were trying to help the British out
Yeah.
because they were cut off from everything. Like the Germans had taken France, and they were like fucking. If you ever see Peter Pan when they're the movies when they're bombing like air raids and shit, that was like real life for the British citizens. They'd have to go in like their bomb shelters and everything because the Germans were just fucking hammering their little island. And Churchill, that's when he gave that famous speech. Like I'm pretty sure verbatim, like we will not give up. We will fight till the very end. Shit like that. Like some really heavy shit. And then we just kept, and then the Americans joined.
Did you say, Brian, that they still killed him? The dude that we're talking about.
Oh
He was
yeah,
gay
yeah.
and they killed him though, still?
He ended up getting prosecuted for.
So
being
they
gay,
used
yeah.
his machine, and he still got prosecuted for.
1952, Alan Turing was arrested for homosexuality, which was then illegal in Britain. He was found guilty of gross indecency. This conviction was overturned in 2013. Whoop-de fucking do. Jesus. Man, fucking 60 years later, fuck.
We have cleaned our conscience.
Yeah, we're good now.
What the fuck?
God damn
Cool.
it. Here, sorry.
Finally, it's settled. Someone slept good
So
after that.
he avoided a prentice sentence by, this is fucked up, I don't even want to read this, by accepting chemical castration.
Oh yeah,
What the fuck?
In 1954, he was found dead from cyanide poisoning.
That's what
and
it was.
inquest
That's
ruled
what it
that it
was.
was suicide.
Wow.
that's what it was.
So
Like
they used his shit and still fucked him over.
So no one even knew of his work until after he died. So
Of course.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
This full story was not known until the 1990s. So they're like, fuck it, this guy's dead. We're gonna cover it up.
So
He's
that's why-
gay. Yeah, probably why.
So then they didn't know until then, and then they still decided to make like a case out of it. Okay.
No,
guess.
they decided to overturn the case so they could say, hey, it wasn't. I don't even know how to even say. I don't know how to take that. I guess how do you overturn it?
Right.
Some type of court stuff.
Yeah.
What?
Um,
Go ahead, Jay.
I want to ask you guys something.
Yep.
Do you guys believe in all's fair in love and war?
That's a great question.
I think so. Definitely.
What's the laws where we can't like use chemical warfare and shit?
Oh, the
Miranda. No, that's the Miranda rights.
Was that after World War One, right? Brian, I know you.
I
remember.
know.
You can't. Fuck yeah, I don't.
What?
Vince, you've been
God damn it.
like a fucking machine over here, bro.
Fuck. Laws. They're just bringing up rules of war, war crimes.
We all
genocide
know it.
prevention.
Geneva.
Geneva Convention.
Yeah.
Yes, there it is.
Say shout out to my teacher, Genevieve. Her name is spelled the same way. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. Yep. The Geneva Convention banned, but like,
Because we
does
started
that
using
work?
gas and no, well that's where they like in Syria and shit a couple years ago they were saying, but in World War One we started using gas.
Mustard gas, yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
So they like we all just agreed like, hey, we got another big war. We're just not gonna use it.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
But man, you think of like how much hell a battlefield is. It's like bodies and fucking burning
trenches,
flesh and
yeah.
dead bodies and shit like that.
Shit's so
Explosions. Like that scene in Saving Private Ryan when he lands on the beach and there's like an explosion.
Yeah.
And you can't hear anything. Like it's like deafening. I don't know.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about. They
yeah,
do a really
yeah.
good like,
Exactly.
sound effect in that movie.
crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
I like
The thing that gets me is that like the bullets just whizzing by
I feel like,
constantly. Phew, phew,
yeah.
phew.
I mean, it's
That'd be super nerve wracking.
all right next to you, bro.
That'd be really nerve wracking.
What do you think, Jared?
with the person, you know what I mean, that you just spent the last months with, or however long, you know what I mean, and then you're seeing
yeah.
I mean, has war really
Messed
evolved?
up.
Is it really? Can you really justify war right
None of
now?
it.
Like war, how it looks right now compared to war like knights and shit back in the 1500s. Like that was still hell. I feel
Yeah.
like
Oh,
it's
I
just
feel like that was worse.
yeah. I don't. That's what I'm saying, man.
that was
Just fucking-
worse.
more like
Could you imagine
face to
coming to
face.
battle, bro, and there being like
That's what I'm
20,000 screaming people, bro, with swords and
arrows going by instead of bullets? It's
Yeah.
arrows.
I'd much rather be shot than shot with
But-
an arrow.
and then it's a weird thing because especially in that Saving Private Ryan or Full Metal Jacket, like it exposes like, and also the movie Platoon, if you guys ever
Oh,
seen
yeah,
that
I've
with
seen
Willem
that.
Dafoe
I think I've heard of that.
and
That was a good one to bring up.
oh fuck, it's got a lot of people in it, but I'm drawing a blank. But anyways, but it just shows there's some people who are there literally to fuck people up, and that's kind of what the military is also asking for. You know what I
True.
mean? But there's also like it's so weird, the spectrum, because some people are there and they don't believe in that, like oh boy who's just the health dude. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's it's but like there's a full spectrum, but it's pretty much just like devastation is what war is. You know what I mean?
It's and bro, who the fuck? Like just a few seconds. It's not justifiable at all. It never has been, and I don't believe there is. I mean, even World War II. You know what I mean? Like we still did bad things. We took some of their scientists. We weren't just saving the world. We used it to our advantage as well. What were some of the scientists that Vince, do you know their names?
Von Bronner.
Yeah, von Braun.
That
He's
was
the
the one
main,
that
like,
led
NASA
to-
scientist. I'm bringing
yeah.
up a clip that we were just talking
Oh
about.
shit,
but
that's just scary.
this is
bro.
like old warfare, man. This is Imagine this is what I was talking about, like fucking running into battle. Watch when they collide.
Where
This
like
is,
there's no referees.
This is spoilers.
timeouts.
Spoiler alert. This is Game of Thrones, Battle of the Bastards.
Shit.
This is some crazy
How
shit.
dare you, Vince?
I'm just bringing it up because this is what I think of medieval warfare. When I see this shit, like, this is what I think of because they fucking collide and it's fucking crazy as fuck.
Civil War.
And think of the arrows and shit. Look at that, like trying not to get hit by arrows. This is Jon Snow, badass motherfucker.
Bro.
Brian likes it. Yeah, I can't deal with the faces right now.
That guy's
that motherfucker right there. I can't stand him.
Yeah,
I don't,
you know him?
like him.
Fuck that guy. Yeah.
Fuck
he
him.
gets his own.
Okay, good. I know he gets his own.
This is he's.
I actually
badass.
think I did see this scene. This isn't the end, right? This is
No. This is
somewhat
season
like in the
6.
beginning, middle.
Yeah, this is
Right?
this is season 6.
Middle, maybe?
Season 7, season 8. Yeah, season 8's the last season. This is season 6.
I mean, shit. We were still using bayonets in World War
Watch
II,
it.
right?
He fucking watch when they
Not
collide.
us. It's one guy.
They're coming behind him. He took off.
yeah.
I was like, what
He took
the
off
fuck?
first. He's just waiting. But it's intense.
They're all thinking like just this
Slow-mo.
one man.
Dude, could you imagine the sound that makes, bro?
Bro.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Damn
That's it, Vince. Right at the good
it.
part.
Damn
The
it.
sound of that just
Yeah.
that's just
crashing
that was
together.
a teaser.
That was a big teaser, bro. We all
Yeah.
were just let down.
Sorry. But you get the point of, I guess.
Yeah.
That's how you
Imagine them all
get.
colliding,
That's how
I
you
guess.
get blue balls, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, you got HBO, man. Go watch episode 6.
I gotta go see it myself.
I mean,
Dude, badass.
getting stabbed though
That
compared
after they collide, it's fucking badass too. The big fighting, but yeah, getting stabbed, I can imagine.
compared
that.
to a bullet, I think I'd much rather be shot than
like you getting
stabbed.
chopped in half.
Yeah.
By a fucking sword.
And that goes back to what I just said. They used bayonets in World War II still.
The
Just-
Japanese man.
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, have you ever seen that
guys are
movie
big.
with Tom Cruise? I think it's Tom Cruise, bro. Where they're over in Japan, and this is like Civil War kind of era.
Oh, The Last Samurai.
The Last Samurai,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That's like that
That's a
really
good movie.
happened.
Yeah.
That really happened, bro. Like
That's a
one
good movie. You
side's
should
fighting
check
with
that out.
swords, bro, and the other people are fighting with guns.
Tom Cruise looks. He has like a goatee and shit. It's like old Tom Cruise, pre Scientology.
Bro, that shit
one.
is crazy.
Another good one, The Patriot.
Oh, bro,
Yeah,
the Patriot's a
Patriot,
good
yeah.
one too.
Mel Gibson.
That is a good one.
Insane, dude.
What is it? Running with Wolves? No, what's it called?
Oh, you're talking about Dance with Wolves?
Dance with Wolves. Yeah.
Bro,
Some type of
that-
action with the wolf, bro.
We
That
knew
is
the-
a
we knew the
classic.
wolves
That is
were-
a good long ass movie, but what's
Yeah.
We knew the
who's it?
wolves were
Kevin-
involved.
Oh, Kevin
Costner,
Costner?
is he in? Is that the guy?
Yeah, I think so, dude. He's a badass Western actor.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner. Playing football with wolves. I don't know. Something with the fucking wolves. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Another thing, fucking, there were a bunch of tunnels, bro. Like
Oh.
in Germany and stuff.
How do you think they got to Brazil?
Yeah.
Argentina.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, not
little
Brazil.
sneak.
Did you ever hear about that conspiracy
That
where
they- that he
fucking-
escaped?
I believe it.
You think he escaped?
I believe he went
Have
to
you seen
Argentina.
Tim Kennedy's? I think it's called Nazi Hunter, or something like that. It's a Discovery Channel show where he goes down to Argentina and they find like these fucking villages full of
Oh, full of jerk,
people
bro.
speaking German.
Yeah.
They have like Nazi memorabilia. This was my grandfather.
What are you doing?
Bro, whole villages, though. Not just like
Yeah.
certain people.
Have you
whole
seen
villages.
Jared? You've seen it, Magneto going to Argentina to fuck those guys up.
Yeah,
that
I was
killed
gonna
him?
bring it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew what you were thinking about. That's a good scene.
That's funny.
And also, oh shit, there was another one with X-Men, right?
Oh yeah.
Didn't
Fuck. What is it?
don't they have a couple scenes?
Oh yeah,
Which one
because
Yeah.
in the Wolverine, Hugh Jackman's there when the nukes drop.
Yep.
Yes, that's the one I was gonna bring up.
Yeah.
That one, yeah. And then also in the very first one, whenever
Yeah, with the little girl.
Magneto was
Yeah,
like in the
it goes back to the First Class too. It shows him afterwards when he finds that
Right.
guy kills his mom and dad. Right. His
right,
mom.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
This all
Those
had
are
to do
those are
with
pretty
World War
cool.
II.
Yeah,
It ties, and then
cool,
they
dude. It's
later on
crazy.
go to JFK and
Yeah,
stuff.
I was
Like,
telling somebody about that.
they really messed up that timeline.
Yeah,
But
they were in Vietnam. Yeah, they were there at the Cuban Missile Crisis.
yeah,
Yeah,
were
they
everywhere.
they were
They don't age.
They're
At
like
all.
Forrest Gump on that shit, bro.
They
Like they
are.
were in every single event. I just
They
watched
took
Forrest
Nixon
Gump the other day. It's
hostage.
fresh in my mind.
I'm not a crook.
I'm gonna get you.
Forrest Gump's really
Yeah.
good. Let me see that. Let me see your bullet wound. He fucking pulls down. They said they said that was $1 million wound. I didn't see a penny of that money.
It was $1 million wound. I didn't see a penny.
Something
man, that movie's
bit
still
me.
good,
That would fucking hurt getting shot. I've asked somebody about people about getting shot. I was like, it fucking burned. You don't feel it until like later on. I don't know.
Imagine getting shot in the ass.
That's exactly where I was
Right in the
thinking.
cheek.
Right in the cheek, man. I feel like that's probably a decent
That's probably the
place.
best place to get shot. Yeah, right in the cheek.
All right, Jared, what were we talking about?
What was I talking about? I was talking about
Cain Velasquez.
Talking about.
Yeah, go
Cain
ahead.
Velasquez. I was talking about Cain Velasquez. Okay, I was so what I know about it was, so he was arrested for chasing down a man who allegedly, even this is kind of dark, but molested or had done sexual things to hit a daughter of Cain Velasquez.
Wow.
So he's actually like incarcerated right now.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts about, like,
No bail. They didn't let. They
so
didn't
no
let him go.
bail.
Yeah.
So what did he do to this person once he found?
He chased them. Okay, so he didn't know the guy was getting out of jail. Once he found out the guy was getting out of jail, he went to find him, and I think he caught him up with him at some, I'm not sure if it was outside the jail or close to there, but the guy's father was picking him up in a pickup truck,
All right.
and Cain chased down that pickup truck and shot a handgun, I believe it was a handgun, at the pickup truck. Ended up shooting the father,
And not.
injuring him, and not the actual perpetrator. Trying to kill the perpetrator.
That's wild.
Which I don't know.
So he
I
was
mean,
putting other people in harm's way
Yeah, but
a little bit.
I know
but-
it's different when you don't have. You have a son. You have a daughter, man. If anything happened to my daughter, I
Yeah.
would kill a motherfucker, man.
Yeah,
No ifs,
straight
ands, or
up.
buts.
He said, "I'm doing it.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck
I
what
I don't even
happens."
think twice.
No.
I'll be in the passenger seat with Vince.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm searching for this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, think of what would happen to that happened to like say a 5-year-old girl, 6-year-old girl. Like
Yeah.
that's fucked up, man.
People are evil, dude.
And what is he again? Is he a foot?
Yeah, he was a first Mexican
UFC.
heavyweight UFC champion.
Oh.
UFC, MMA.
One of the top heavyweight champions of all time.
Okay.
probably.
Okay. I think we all agree. We would do the same thing.
He's a physical man
Yeah,
anyways.
big
like,
Mexican, fucking
dude,
tatted.
MMA fighter,
Yeah,
bro. Like
bad guy,
alone,
badass.
that right there shows. You know what I mean? Like you don't take no shit.
He trained
and
at
especially,
DC and Habib's gym, aka.
Okay.
How old is his daughter?
I'm not sure. I don't want to say because I'm not sure.
There's a lot of free Kane shirts
I see
that are
that.
coming out, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't think they should. I don't know what kind of time he would get for that, for doing that.
He's gonna at least
But
get
I don't think he should be
manslaughter.
completely punished too harshly.
So
You
did
know what I
anyone
mean?
die?
No.
No one died, so he wouldn't
Oh,
even get a.
so no
He'd
one
get
died.
attempted.
That's what
Yeah.
they're charging him. That's what they're
Attempted
charging him
manslaughter.
with, I believe. I'm
Because
looking it up.
he fired a gun.
It's really
at
not
him.
that serious of a charge.
Attempted
That's what I'm
murder and
thinking.
other assault charges.
Think he could get the murder down to manslaughter?
So what about other dude, like his daughter? You know what I mean? Was that an underage altercation,
Yeah,
or was that? You
charged
know what I
with-
mean? If that's the case,
Charged with one felony count of lewd and lascivious act with a child under the age of 14, specifically a 4-year-old.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, like that's why there should be a fucking rule where it's like, fuck this law shit. I don't give a fuck about the law.
What would have happened back in what
Everyone
we
would
were
be like-
watching right there in
Yeah.
medieval times? They would have cut that motherfucker's head off.
We would be with him. We would be with
law?
him.
What law?
Right.
Where's the law at?
Where's the law when he did it?
Right.
No one stopped him. Oh, where's the law? Ooh. So it's like,
Well, the
why
laws
not?
of the land have changed.
Yeah, exactly.
We have it in the way that we want it now.
It's like,
But we can't change it to the way that you guys want it.
yeah. There should be a way to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that should be waived.
Yeah.
That should be waived.
Yeah, the judge isn't giving him bail because they're scared for the guy's safety, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, I would be too.
I mean,
You fucking
You
scared,
can
bro.
expect. I like that scene in Punisher, John Bernthal's Punisher, when he's like talking about he's sitting in court and he's like, each one of those guys deserved every fucking thing. I'll do it again. And everybody's like,
that's a great scene. That's a
shocked that
great
he's
scene.
gonna talk about it. I do that again.
Yeah.
Every one of them, I killed them for a reason.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's a good scene. It's in Daredevil season 2, I believe, when you first meet the Punisher
Okay.
Yeah.
before he gets his own series. That's a lot of people haven't seen that the Daredevil show. Some people have only watched the Punisher show.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't seen that second season of Daredevil where it actually introduces him, which that's
I'm
a
guilty
badass.
myself.
That's a
I
badass
still gotta
season,
finish.
man,
I started Punisher, but I didn't finish it yet.
Because have you seen where Kingpin puts him in jail and he kills all those motherfuckers in jail? That's a badass scene. He
Yes.
slaughters them. It's cool. But
This
anyway,
just slaughters them.
he does.
Bro, that scene is brutal.
It
It is. You're right, Vince. That
With the
scene,
mop
like,
handle.
and it's so well put together. Like his fighting,
Yeah. Style.
like, yeah, it's like so well connected.
Yeah. Every movement has an purpose.
Right. You guys playing football over there?
Yeah.
Vince got the real deal football, baby.
the Duke.
Something about holding it.
I wanted to bring up something else too.
What you got?
Hold up. Sorry.
Oh no! My man lagged out for a second. You had the help look on your face. He was like,
Uh-oh.
he's like, I can't help this.
I'm getting a little faded, honestly. What I wanted to bring up was in New Jersey, they are allowing. Where did Vince go? Damn it!
Oh, he's here. He's here.
No.
He's right here.
And anyway, in New Jersey, they are allowing police officers, to smoke marijuana when they or to have marijuana when they are off duty.
I mean, fuck. What can I be?
How many police officers you seen getting drunk at a bar?
Every single one. So it's like,
Hell yeah, let's get fucking drunk on the weekends,
Yeah.
okay? And then you can't go get stoned when you're
Right.
just chilling at home.
so it's like, what
Society's
job
weird.
prevents you from using? I'm guessing that's at. Where'd you say it was? Because it's a legal state.
Oh yeah, it is.
New
legal.
Jersey.
It's legal now.
So
right?
it's legal.
It is.
I mean, what job prevents you from using something that's legal now? Because they
So
can
you guys
drink.
think it's like it's progression
I like
for
that.
the weed movement,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I like it.
We like it.
I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I'm
we like
behind green for blue.
it. Yeah.
Green
don't-
for blue. That's what's up.
Yeah. I still
That's
came
that's
back
a
to
slogan
blue,
right
but
there.
we'll-
I'll put
we'll back
money
that.
behind that.
Just the green part.
Yeah.
Just the green part.
Mostly the green. But would it be not messed up if it was like if they allowed like cops to be able to smoke, but then they're sitting there arresting someone for smoking?
Yeah,
like, do we know, is it medically legal or is it recreational?
In New Jersey?
Recreational now, because Joey Diaz
Okay.
can get it. I'm pretty sure. I think
That's how you know.
Uncle Joey. I'm pretty sure it's recreational.
Have you guys been following? Like they're going through the process of passing a bill for federal
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to the Senate right now. It
legalization
passed
of
the House.
marijuana.
Ask the house. All these fucking.
And that shit came out on
weird-ass-
April 1st too. So it was like, is this shit
Fools,
real? Is this like April Fool's Day?
Watch you get passed on 420. I mean, I wouldn't be upset.
420's coming up. Man, I think I might have to do something special for 420. I don't know.
I want to go to a dispensary.
I think I might just treat myself this time, Brian. I don't know, man. I
pass
don't know,
out.
bro.
I want to pass out free Eddies there.
Free edibles for the world.
I'll miss you guys, man. Can't
miss you
wait.
too, man.
Can't wait to
Miss
see
you,
you.
brother.
Yeah.
Next month.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
even.
I can't wait. Tomorrow we have to go to the movie theater if you're free.
Okay, I will
We have
come
to.
and we will go to the fucking movie theater. I
Tomorrow,
promise you.
I will hassle you guys. Like I'll sit there and
Hey,
call.
wait,
group
wait,
chats
to the guy.
over and over
Sunday?
again.
Tomorrow isn't Easter?
Oh fuck, tomorrow's Easter, damn it.
So Monday.
I don't care.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
it's a
Monday.
little different.
I've talked to the guy. I've touched base at least, you know what I mean? So
We
we're-
can Monday? Or is like Easter the only day?
No, I didn't realize that.
It better be
Shout
Easter.
out, this is episode 60. I forgot that.
You
too.
better come on Easter.
This is
No candy for you, Barnes.
I really wanted to find eggs.
Damn it.
Responsibilities.
They used to see the Easter bunny outside the window.
You have 7 hours, Logan. 7 hours.
I'm
No, I
trying
have
my
things
best.
to do. I have things to do with my family. I can't.
Oh shit.
Look at Easter Bunny ass.
Damn.
Open the egg, Logan.
But it's raw.
He's gonna have that fucking dream tonight. The Easter bunny just open the egg.
No.
Open the egg.
No, open the egg, Logan.
Ow, Jared, you're saying that a little too aggressive. Starting to get me scared.
It's gonna be like
Sorry,
that, Brian.
I'm sorry.
Brian.
Logan, open the egg.
I don't like that phrase now. I really don't like it.
Logan, open the egg.
I'm taking my headphones off.
You're like fucking Christian Bale's Batman. Logan, open the egg.
No, I'm loving.
Open the egg. What if he said that?
Open the egg.
Sorry, Max came out and all he's hearing is open the egg, and I'm just trying to think how I would feel.
I'm loving these new Batman videos, like where they're doing something like walking my dog and it poops or something, and you don't have a bag for it. And
He shows up.
they look up and Batman's there all of a sudden, like should have picked up the shit. Or
Hey.
something. And then just,
Have you seen the one where he's on top of the building? He said, Rachel. He said, where's Rachel?
that's how it was too. Where's Rachel?
I know.
I've been playing those not Arkham, fucking Telltale Batman games. Have you guys played those?
I couldn't get into him, brother.
Yeah,
You couldn't get into it?
No.
Bro, they have 2 of them. You should have went to the second season because then Joker comes into it, bro. It's good.
Okay. I might have to look
But
at
you
it.
make the choices. Like you make choices and the game is progresses by the choices that you make and all that. And like you have to like decide like whether to be like Bruce Wayne or Batman in different situations. And
Interesting.
you know what I mean? Like it's a cool look at it. But actually the new movie, Batman,
speaking of
it's
the
got
Batman,
it's got a lot of stuff from that.
that's awesome. Speaking of the new Batman, that comes out on Monday, brother.
HBO.
On HBO.
Yeah, I give it another look. I know
Oh
you.
yeah, I forgot. Jared didn't
Listen,
like
Jared.
it, man.
Listen,
Look at him.
listen. I know. I didn't really like his breathing, like his heavy breathing. It was kind of weird. But other
He's a
than that,
That's just one of the
not
things.
bad. I'm talking about the Riddler.
Oh.
I'm talking about the Riddler. No, Robert Pattinson was fire, bro.
Yeah, the
He a
Riddler
great
was
Batman.
maybe the worst part about it.
He was good though. He was good, but
Robert
not the heavy
Robert
breathing.
Pattinson walks like the Undertaker, bro. It takes him 15 minutes to open an envelope.
I just like how dark.
Bro, Jared's got fucking examples, bro. He's ready.
I'm waiting. I don't even want to like talk about this Batman. They okay, hold on. The cast doesn't have the chemistry, bro. Like from what I saw, like it wasn't even like believable. Like, and with the Penguin, they should have made Penguin Falcone, bro. If they made that dude, the dude who played Penguin,
I can't even remember.
Colin
his name.
Farrell?
Yeah.
Colin Farrell, yes. If they made him Falcone, that would have been better than the dude that played Falcone. That
think
guy
so?
who was on Transformers and all kinds of other stuff. I don't take him that serious as a Falcone guy. Okay? Like that's not believable.
No.
And then like the Penguin. I'm sorry. Should I keep going or should
Go
I stop?
ahead. No, you should keep going.
All right, the Penguin, like in his character, like it wasn't necessarily a bad performance, but it just wasn't like there wasn't anything for like I don't care that you're the penguin. What are you? How are you the penguin? You know what I mean? Like what control did you have in the city? It didn't seem like he seemed like a threat, and he didn't even seem like
Did you want backstory or something to like kind of justify what he?
no, not
Is
necessarily.
that no?
Like I kind of knew, you know. I mean, maybe if they done like a backstory and made it unique, maybe that would have been a cool
Little 10
perspective.
minutes.
And
Hey,
something
they are. I
different
think they are making a series about
Of the
of the
of,
penguin.
of the Joker.
Of
I
the
had
penguin.
a stuffed animal named Pingy, way back in the day. Way back, and he was great. Okay, Jared. So fuck you.
I hear you, bro. I hear you, man.
He was great.
You gotta bring that motherfucker everywhere because I mean, like, who else gonna have your back when shit? You know what I mean? Like,
Shit hits a fan. Not a damn man.
I was more of a blanket kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a blanket
little-
guy.
nice
See,
little-
yeah, there's
nice
a
little
blanket
soft
around
blank.
in my territory.
There's blanks somewhere.
Don't cross this blanket, motherfucker. Don't. I swear.
Vince
I will
is
throw
back. Vince is back.
Guess who's
Yeah,
back?
maybe less next time.
Vince is
Less?
back.
Yeah.
I did a good amount. It was all firing up here. Yeah, maybe less for you.
Wait, what?
Shroomies,
What was it?
I said Shroomies every
Oh.
podcast now.
No, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Oh.
We're all doing good, I think.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I think it was actually
I'm glad
like
to
a
see
great
it.
idea.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
man,
I
there's
can't
like
even
no
laugh
place
from
like
out
home.
there.
You know what I mean?
What'd you say, Jay?
Sometimes there's no place like home, man. Like
True.
we've been
I
out
do
and
love
about
doing it.
at
Like,
the podcast
Ewan's
for the
cool.
last 2 weeks.
Yeah, Jared's talking.
I didn't know you were talking. I would say Ewan's cool, but I do like it in here. I don't know.
It's nice. It's nice to be home, man.
It's casa. It's su casa?
It feels comfortable too. Like
Mi casa,
Casa,
su
su
casa.
casa.
There it is.
I don't know what you guys felt last week, but like you're like fuck, someone's up there, like gonna walk down.
I
here,
was, I was kind of a little nervous and scared about if someone was going to
like
come
during
down.
fight night, it wasn't bad, but like at the beginning, like when everyone was still here,
Yeah.
it was like fuck. It
Like
was
people
still
were straight
daylight,
up just
yeah.
eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're down there. It was kind of funny though.
We pulled up and these two dudes were like,
yeah,
I was like, that's not the entrance.
Yeah.
not at all.
There's something else. Did you guys have anything else to bring up as far as just anything? I feel like there was something.
I'm blanking right now.
He's fully blanked out.
You guys ain't got
I used all
that.
up my brain power for the World War II conversation.
His gun is out of ammo.
Fired it all. Reload.
Yeah,
No,
none. No
we're
ammo.
out.
Okay, I have another thing of news.
Go.
Well, for one, in Cali, here in Cali, they're making, or not that they're making, but there's, in Palm Springs, they're trying to pay transgender residents
Yeah, I
Oh my
saw
God,
that.
I saw that.
saw that.
Stop it.
Break that down.
like
Break
a
that
monthly
down more.
payment of $900.
For being transgender.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm a little
$900, man.
transgender myself.
I mean, dude, I just.
Oh wait, is that not something that
That's
you
some
can
fucking
choose,
Frank
or is
Gallagher
there
shit,
certain
man.
things that you can choose?
I think you can choose it, Jared. Like, I'm not trying to.
I
be
identify
disrespectful.
as transgender, so that counts,
This ain't
right?
making
Doesn't
fun of
it?
it, but that's like you have the ability to change. Okay, according
Do I have
I'm
to
gonna- I'm
change
gonna-
to become it though?
No, I'm
Because-
saying you can change daily. That's what some people do, but
Yeah,
I
but a
guess.
woman identifies as a man is considered a man. So if I identify as a trans,
True. Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm maybe not necessarily a trans.
25%.
I'm just saying that's like how they're working with the rules, right?
I don't understand.
People
the
aren't
rule.
gonna like this conversation, but brought up in our group chat on Snapchat, one of them that a bunch of the therapists and her we'll cut out her name and everything so she doesn't get in trouble, but a bunch of the therapists that she works for, I guess she's a receptionist maybe, but they were saying, she was overhearing the conversation that people that are transgender and shit like that, like at a young age and like self-identifying like that right now, a lot of them have mental disorders like schizophrenia and shit like that, where they're just like, I don't know.
They're
that's
so
a-
young, man.
Yes.
It's so young, and you decide something like,
Yeah, it's an
dude,
undiagnosed.
you know what I decided? I
mental
decided
illness.
that I wanted a PlayStation 2, and then it shit on me, and then I was pissed that I even got a PS.
That's all we decided.
Like,
bro.
I'm not ready for that at a young age.
I don't understand
So-
why. Have you heard of the news thing now, or like it's a big, or not even news thing, but it's a big thing now, like teaching kids gender norming and shit like that in schools. Like a bunch of people were pushing for that. I don't even think that like
Is
I think
necessary.
we were almost ready on the cusp of the sex talk when we did that class in like 5th grade. And like, okay, I'm cool with that. That's like you're about to start getting pussy in like 6th, 7th grade. You know what I mean?
Maybe
Yeah.
not that early, supposed to be,
I
is
lost
what
my
they were
virginity in
saying,
7th
but
grade.
like
7th
somewhere
grade,
around that,
I lost my virginity in 7th grade.
Yeah, it might either 6
And
or
I'm
7.
sure I know there's kids that are lost in like, but that's a good age to start like, but even like,
But like, is it who decides that?
I don't know.
It's super
What
personal.
about,
is.
what about for your son, Vince? What about for your daughter?
look.
I don't know.
No, I
had-
know. That's what I'm saying. When do I want my kids to learn about it? Probably
Right.
before that.
Look, I had
but
someone tell me something that
Right.
was.
not about it, but you want them.
You want them to know about it.
Listen,
right?
listen.
It shouldn't be
I had someone tell me, and this was a good point. Like, this is from not the other side, as in like someone who's malicious. Think about this. Okay, a little kid identifies as trans. Let's say the little kid, 6? Okay, a 6-year-old girl comes into the boys' bathroom where my son is, and she identifies as a guy. What are we really scared of the child?
No, yeah.
The child.
No, I get it. I get that. No, you're looking at it from another.
I'm looking at it from the child's standpoint.
Yes,
They
yes,
don't
it
have
is.
a malicious.
No, and
Outlook.
we want to use the argument that an adult male is going into the bathroom with say my daughter.
Yeah,
that's,
right,
That's
right.
that's the argument.
Yeah.
Against he's looking at it from another.
I'm
the
looking at
child's
it just
perspective.
like think about it in a
Here's
school.
another avenue, and we've brought it up before, is athletic events. Being, transgender in the wrong division
Yeah.
is not necessarily something that you would say is equal, as you know what I mean. And that's kind of like, it's a different avenue as the bathrooms, but as far as how it intertwines in with, not that I want to say like how things have been done, but like how actual, like it's a gender and another gender. You know what I
tough.
mean? I don't know what else to say about that.
What
You
up,
know
the,
what I mean?
the fucking thing you
cross
said first?
margination
You-
and
There's two genders.
You
and that's
know, as well as I do, that there are shitty enough guys that will pull as much shit as they can to do what that swimmer did, just so they can get
Just to
recognition
win.
from. Yes.
To win. It's
You
like
know
a
that
win
there's
thing.
a guy that would do that.
Yeah.
you know what? Like Joanna Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's Joanna?
You never seen that? That he dresses up
Joanna
as
Man, you never seen that?
Uh-oh.
hilarious.
What is it,
Joanna
Ryan?
Man, yeah, he dresses up. He plays for the NBA, and then he gets kicked out for being like violent and aggressive, and he still wants to play basketball, so he joins the WNBA and dresses
My
up as
God.
as
Oh,
a
it's a
woman.
movie, okay.
It's a movie. It's not real. Vince was like, where did this happen?
Who is that
Right.
actor? He looks familiar.
I can't remember his
Jamal
name.
Jeffries.
Look it up for me, man.
Jamal
Is that-
Jeffries.
Yeah,
Is that it?
I think it is.
Sounds.
Playing the trailer. Right
He's
now.
in that movie Life.
Yeah.
Yes,
Bro,
that's a good
I absolutely
movie too.
love that movie.
He said,
drinking so
Jared, he said, eyes front, mister. He said, ain't nobody doing nothing.
I like the pie. He's sticking it. Ooh, hot. It's hot.
He said, my name Jang Lang, Jang Lang, Jang Lang.
Dang it, like that.
Bro, what the fuck is this movie?
Life. It's got Eddie Murphy.
No, I'm
and
talking
it's
about the
got Martin.
Joanna. I'm talking about the
I'm
Joanna
playing the
man.
trailer for that.
I'm watching the Joanna man. It's a dude
Hey, you
literally
guys know there's
decides.
fights on right now?
Yeah. Who's the head? Who's the main?
Vicente Luque and hold on,
He's got the UFC fight.
I got it. Vicente Luque, and it doesn't look that bad.
You
My
want to
phone's
talk? You
on
want to talk
8%.
NBA, Woody? Who
Oh,
you got for
that
me?
Muhammad dude.
Oh, Bali Muhammad. That you said his
Yes.
name? He fought. He's
It's
the
actually
one
some
that
good
fought,
fights,
Leon
and it's free.
Edwards.
You can pull it up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it on my phone.
I
I'm gonna have to turn this car on because let's go. Where you guys want to go? You guys want to see the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yes, please.
I just have to go pay a toll and shit. Hop over the bridge real fast. Drive over there and drive down the Crooked Street.
The Crooked Street.
The crooked man.
The one that goes like all
I
fucked
don't like
up.
the crooked man.
Bro, you guys ought to come out here, man.
Bro, I'm
We
coming to
oughta-
Cali. No,
you gotta
listen.
fucking come out here. There's so many places where I could show you right now.
I'm really coming to Cali, like in the summer. I'm not bullshitting. I'm coming.
I've been there. I've been there when I was in like 6th grade.
I've been talking to people about. People want me to come back to Vincennes and bring the podcast down there. They said they got a club named Willie's
Let's
down there
bring-
that they fucking
Where?
party at down in Vincennes.
No, you said what's it called? I mean,
Called
sorry.
Willie's. Willie's.
Willie's.
Yep. So it's like their
Is there
it's
too
like
much
their
noise
nightclub.
going
It's ran
on
by
on
kids
my
like our
side?
age, I guess. Huh?
Is there too much noise going on my side? Can you hear?
No, we
anything?
can hear you good.
You're isolated, bro. You sound like perfect.
Okay, cool.
So Willie's and Vincennes, fuck it. Let's go do some shit at Willie's.
I'm down, bro.
I want it to be fun. See, I haven't seen people in like 10 years.
We
man.
need to get another cabin too.
That'd be dope,
dude.
too.
Bro, I've been wanting to do that for
Yes.
way too long. Get a fucking
Cody's
cabin.
bachelor party was badass. Like even like I hadn't done a cabin
Bruce
since me and
Lake.
Jaron did, and that was fun. Like having a bunch of guys do it. We have a perfect group of friends to do it. Like
Did you
people that
guys-
aren't gonna, like we can't invite kids like what we were talking about earlier. I can't. Oh, you know what I mean? We'll invite like our friend group.
Yeah. Right.
You weren't part of the conversation, Jared, but we'll talk after.
I'm just saying. Well, I can already get a vibe that you don't want nobody who don't want to be there. So I don't know. Like you don't want nobody who's gonna like.
need everybody on the
stir some
same
shit
Yeah,
out.
level.
everybody that gets along in the same level.
You want to get a good vibe. I know
Yeah.
that much.
Yep.
Yeah, I want a cabin like a motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
I want a
I mean,
cabin
they're-
on top
they're
of a
fun.
cabin.
You have like your own rooms and shit like that, and there's like a basement. The one we had. In
Yeah, I want a
basement was,
cabin
like,
under a cabin like a state off of Modern Warfare 2.
Boom.
That's
But I don't want no, I don't want no cabin in the woods.
I do,
no Russian.
bro.
scared.
I would love it.
The scary movie.
We should go paintballing.
That movie's fucked up. Paintballing wouldn't be bad. Or airsoft.
Bro, have you guys seen that? I forget what it's called, but they use simunitions. They hold them in Las Vegas, bro. They do UFC fighting with like basically it's like you're firing real guns, but they shoot paint rounds. They do UFC and then fight with the guns too at the
That'd be
same time.
badass. I want to do one of those.
And so you're fighting.
Yeah.
Are you fighting in the ring and people are on the outside shooting at you,
No,
or
like
are you
you-
one
like
of the
you
shooters
start- yeah, you
or
s-
shooting at one of the fighters?
So basically, like you'll have this team, or I don't know. I think they do it by singles, like 1v1s, and I think they do teams. So basically, you have like this team down here and this team down here, and then you guys. It's like airsoft, but with real guns, and you fight.
That just sounds so fucking crazy.
Bro, it's pretty cool when you watch the videos. But you can go to it's in Las Vegas. You go there and you can pay to do this. It's like this like regular airsoft. You go pay to do airsoft. You go pay to fight and
play airsoft.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
That sounds fun.
But they use actual guns though. Like their guns
Like
are
they're the same style. and
no,
everything?
the actual
Oh.
they're real guns, but they fire like if you look at the cartridges they use, bro, they literally look like a
Is it
real
like,
bullet.
Have you seen the movie Get Smart? I don't know if yours. With The
Yes,
Rock. And
yes,
they're-
Get
they're-
Smart, bro. That's a funny
they're-
ass movie.
They're,
Steve
they're
Carell
doing that
and,
training
Tina Fey.
exercise. Yeah. Yep. They're doing that training exercise and they're firing probably what he's talking about, paint rounds.
It's called simunition.
Hell yeah.
Ow.
That sounds interesting. I wonder how it works. It like fires
I'll be
the same
right
way and
back.
everything.
Just right back.
I think we could wrap it up. Or we got anything else to talk about?
Oh my god.
Was that intentional?
He was like, don't go.
Me?
You motherfucker.
And are we wrapping it up? I don't
Yeah,
know.
we can
Is
wrap it up. We're now hour 30 in. Hour 35 in.
Is there
10 minutes of
anything
break,
else
probably.
anybody wanted to bring up?
That's what I'm saying. I can't think
I'm
of anything
good.
else.
I think we had a good conversation.
Yeah.
You have a good time, Brian?
But you sat there for like a good second and didn't say a word. It was
I didn't
just
know
like-
you were talking to me specifically. I was
Probably.
looking
Yeah,
at you guys and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
is this?
Right. Yeah, good World War II talk. Episode 60. Isn't that crazy? It's episode 60. We haven't mentioned that yet.
Episode 60. Damn.
Same thing.
Yeah. 67 fight nights.
Shout out to Mike Jeff.
Three
He's
bet-
not here
Mike,
tonight.
miss you,
Yeah.
Mike.
We
Miss
love
you,
you,
Mike.
brother.
Hope you're getting good spirits and everything. Keep Mike in your thoughts.
Right? Please, thank you.
Hell yeah. We'll wrap it
Well-
up. Everybody had a good week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Let's make it to next time. You know what I mean? With smoke.
I like that. I like that hat, Jared. I didn't mention that. I've been staring at it the whole episode.
The cat.
That is a dope ass hat.
Yeah.
I got caught in the rain with it one time, and it's like a cork bill, and I was like, "Oh shit!" It's fucked up.
Oh, I got messed up. Damn it.
Fucking cork bill. It just sounds so unnecessary.
Yeah, then why would you make it out of that? We're gonna do it.
Anybody got any cork?
Hey, I got a few bottles right
Break
here.
it up,
Here,
please,
take
Break it off. Yeah,
I got
chew on
I
it.
got some crates in the back.
Right on.
Whatever you need, know I got it. All right, I'm gonna smoke out.
All right,
All right,
man.
Jay, be safe, bro.
Peace.
See you, dog.
All right, peace, love,
Love. Be safe.
stay lifted.